guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for joining for this video. So today's video is going to be all about how to dress effortlessly chic this winter. We're going to talk about the outfit combinations and also simple styling swaps that you can make to feel elevated this season without overthinking it. I've really been trying to refine my winter wardrobe recently, and I've actually discovered a couple of new brands that I'm going to include in this video because I think you're going to love them just as much as me. All of the pieces that I'm going to include in today's video have slotted seamlessly into my own wardrobe, and I think it's just that emphasis on timeless, well-made quality basics that are going to help your outfits look better this winter. I'm also going to touch a little bit on how textures, shapes and also different tones can really elevate your looks this season and just bring that sort of effortless dressing to your winter. I truly think that the foundation of chic dressing really comes down to the quality of the fabrics that you choose and just the quality in general of your pieces that you wear, especially in winter more so than summer, because I feel like you can see the fabrics more, the way that they feel on your body, the way that they sort of sit on your silhouette. Those sort of like cashmere wool sort of fabrics, they need to be good quality to actually look chic. So that actually leads me on to my first piece that I want to talk about today, which is this black cashmere jumper from a brand that I've been recently introduced to called Palome. They do their basics so well. It is so timeless, everything is beautifully made, and this cashmere jumper is 100% grade A Mongolian cashmere, which I believe is the highest sort of grade of cashmere that you can get. When I unboxed this and felt this for the first time, I couldn't believe how soft this was, because I think I mentioned before, I worked in a sort of high-end retailer before, a fashion retailer, and we used to sell cashmere jumpers there. They would be well over £200, and we often did get them coming back with fabric issues. So just because something has a higher price point doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best option. These are really well priced cashmere jumpers, and the sort of like fabric quality you're getting for the price is incredible. And like I said, when I got this out of the box, it is so sort of feather soft, it's really lightweight, and it just has that quiet luxury feel to it. Even though it's such a simple piece, it is just perfectly made. So it's this sort of crew neck jumper, and a crew neck is such a staple for winter dressing because you can wear shirts under it, you can layer it really well, and also it's a high enough collar that you can wear thermals underneath if you need to as well. Another foundation to always dressing chic is a good pair of jeans, and you'll see in the clips wearing the cashmere jumper that I've actually paired them with these jeans that I'm wearing right now, also from Palome, and these are the Temple jeans. They're such a lovely dark wash jean with a real sort of vintage feel to them. These jeans have quickly become a firm favourite of mine, and I've actually been wearing them a lot this week. I think they're a really nice length because you can wear sort of different shoes with them. You can wear trainers, and you can also wear a heeled boot that sort of elevates the look and looks really stylish. Being 5'9", I do like to have jeans almost to the floor. However, I wanted to try this style because I sort of wanted a jean that I could go for on more casual winter days when I wanted to pair them with a trainer, and these jeans are perfect. The jeans themselves are actually made from luxury Italian denim, and for the price it is really good. You can definitely feel it in the quality and also the shape and sort of structure of the jean. They're sort of like a classic Parisian style, but slightly relaxed, but also have enough structure to actually look refined. Together, these two pieces with the jeans and the cashmere black jumper really do sum up sort of like effortless chic winter dressing for me. I feel like the fabrics do all the talking, and there's not really much else to add. Obviously you can put a coat on top and add a bag and some accessories that are going to elevate it even more, but as a base layer this is a perfect winter base layer. Obviously add thermals underneath if you live in a colder country, but I just think these are an absolute staple to have in your winter wardrobe if you really want to achieve off-duty like effortless sort of dressing. So another way that I like to make sure all of my outfits look very put together and well thought out is to have everything as a sort of tonal look. So for this look, I've gone for soft greys, I've gone for navy, and also like muted blue tones, which I feel like because they all kind of come under the same colour family, but there's different textures in there, it feels really calm and cohesive as an outfit. So this is actually a new addition as well to my wardrobe, and it's the Charlotte jumper from Palome. This jumper is such a standout piece. It's made from the same 100% grade A Mongolian cashmere as the black jumper. However, it does feel slightly heavier, and it's also got this beautiful, really elegant boat neck design. I feel like it's the type of jumper that looks so expensive, and if you saw someone wearing it, you'd be like, wow, that looks like a good jumper. However, for cashmere, it is such a good price, and this is where I feel like chic dressing becomes easier, is when you find those brands that do chic dressing really well for a good price. They use good quality fabrics, and yeah, I feel like it just makes all of our lives so much easier, and also makes our outfits look 10 times better. So again, for this look, I've paired the grey jumper with these temple jeans, and I've paired it with this coat that I've got at the end there from Abercrombie. Now, this coat is sort of hybrid between a trench coat and also like a wool coat. I love how it's got that relaxed, softer silhouette to it, because it just adds a little bit of contrast between the clean lines of the rest of the outfit. And again, this is a good way of how you can dress casually but chic at the same time, is opting for more of like a relaxed style for your coat or your jacket rather than a really smart coat, because a smart coat always makes everything look quite formal. But if you're wanting those more casual outfits, then this is a really lovely option for winter. The navy wool coat as well comes in so many different colours from Abercrombie, and the quality of Abercrombie coats I always think is so good. I've got a few of their coats from last year and they've lasted so well. There's really no signs of wear on them. Another reason why I love getting coats from Abercrombie is because they also come in petite, regular and tall. So this coat actually is a tall version, meaning it hits my sort of frame really nicely and near to the floor, which I think makes such a difference in your outfits. So obviously if you're smaller than me, they do have two other options, but I would always recommend going for one that's slightly longer, just because when you wear a heel or a heeled boot with it as well, it's still going to have that really elegant style to it. I finished this particular look with this new addition to my wardrobe, which I think is a perfect everyday winter bag for this upcoming season, and this is the Palome Sime Mini in ebony. But I get so many questions about my brown tote that I use so much in summer and spring, and it's also from Palome. It is the size up from this, and you can fit so much in that bag, but I really wanted a smaller bag that I can use every day that's really going to help to elevate my outfits. And I went for the ebony colour because it is obviously the colour of the season, but I think it's just such a lovely tone and it's so versatile to go with so many different colours in my wardrobe, like grey, navy, black. It goes with so much, and also obviously if you wear those sort of neutral, warmer tones, this is going to look lovely with that. Another thing that I love about this Palome bag, and also just the brand in general, is that their bags are so unique and sort of sculptural, so they really add like another element to your outfit, and they make it stand out even when it could be a really basic outfit. The quality of the bags is so good, and I feel like you can tell that from just even looking at it, but when you feel it, you can really feel how well made these bags are. And I would say from the one designer bag that I have in my wardrobe, these bags are genuinely on par, if not better than the quality of that. I've never been the person to be like, oh, I want this designer bag in the future. Like, I'm just not really that bothered about it. I obviously love a well-made bag, don't get me wrong, but in terms of designer bags, I think you can really create a chic outfit without having to spend thousands on a bag. And even though these bags are obviously a massive investment to your wardrobe, they're the sort of bag that you're gonna get loads of wear out of if you get one that's obviously gonna go with a lot of your wardrobe, but also because they're so well made, they're gonna last a long time in your wardrobe, and you're actually going to get that wear out of them. And I also think this style of bag in particular is such a practical bag. If you don't have to take a laptop into work, this would be such a perfect shape and also size to take with you every day to work. The final reason why I absolutely love this bag for winter dressing and why it's going to make your outfits look super chic is because when you are dressing in winter, obviously we're putting on loads of layers, but you want a bag that's going to look so seamless with your outfit and not like you're going to have to like try and shove it on your arm and it's not really going to fit. It's got such a long strap that it fits really comfortably under your shoulder even if you've got layers on, which I think is really great, and I think it's key for winter winter dressing. So for evenings and more dressier days, you want to keep things just as simple, but you want to play around with the sort of textures and shape of your outfit. This actually leads me on to this beautiful piece that I want to talk about, which is from a new brand that I've tried, Dish, and oh my god, this dress is such a beautiful quality dress. It's this beautiful thick rib fabric, and I just love as well how on the back of this dress you can pinch in the waist so that it really fits to your silhouette. I also think it's such a great dress for work days when you want to feel a little bit more dressed up. And a dress is such an easy way to look chic in winter because it's one item, you don't have to think about it, and you literally pop it on, do your hair and makeup, and that's you ready. So how I would style it for winter, because obviously it's short sleeve, you're probably thinking, Lydia, how on earth am I going to be wearing this in the cold? Now you can obviously layer it with things underneath. You could layer it with a turtleneck underneath, especially if you got a similar colour. I think that would look lovely with it. But also you can wear jackets and blazers over the top, and I think this style of dress, because it's quite smart with the collar, it's going to look really lovely with a blazer on top, and I think you can definitely get away with that to make it more winter appropriate. But it's quite an evergreen dress because you can definitely wear it all year round. So staying with the work theme for this outfit, I've paired the dress with this beautiful bag from Demellier. This is their Hudson bag and it's in the colour mocha suede. I just want to bring it a little bit closer so you can see it in more detail. But oh my gosh, this bag is honestly insane. Now I understand these bags are quite a bit of money, however, like I said, they're not on the same sort of scale as designer bags, and personally if I was you and you were looking at investing in a bag, I would always go for one of these brands because I feel like the craftsmanship of them and the way that they're made is genuinely just 10 out of 10. Now I've styled the dress with this bag because it also fits a laptop in, so this is the perfect work bag to elevate your work outfits this season. I think a lot of people can underestimate the power of a good bag. Say if you just had a really simple outfit on, but you had a long coat on, this gorgeous bag with it, I feel like the attention of the outfit comes down to the bag. And because this looks so elevated with the gold hardware and just the colour in general and the suede as well, it is such a great piece to have in your wardrobe and an easy piece to elevate so many of your outfits. I also just want to say that I am very lucky in this job to get sent beautiful pieces from brands, so I am by no means saying you need to go out and get all of these pieces and you need all of these bags, because that's absolutely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can invest in really good timeless pieces and they don't have to be the most expensive ones out there on the market. So as well as shape, I also love to add a little bit of structure to my outfits. I feel like this makes everything look really intentional. So the next piece that I want to talk about is this gorgeous coat from Dish again, and this is a wool crop relaxed style coat, which is very different to anything that I've got in my wardrobe. Now some people might look at this coat and think you can't really do anything with that, like it kind of just sits there and it just hangs, but actually you can play around with the shape of this. I added a belt to this coat and I really love the look of it. I think by adding a tailored trouser or a wide leg jean, it can really help to sort of balance out those proportions with the sort of oversized look you've got on the top. So I finished the look off with the Demellier Hudson bag, which I just think helps to tie everything together and make everything look cohesive. That is a key part of winter dressing. You want to make sure the tones and the colours go together, and my rule of thumb is not having any more than 3 colours in your outfit. I think this really helps to make everything look really intentional and thought through, and I feel like instantly it just gives a good impression of your outfit. I feel like it's a sort of outfit that you feel really confident in, and it feels like a powerful outfit even though it is so simple. But this sort of outfit I would personally opt for the office, or if I had a meeting or something. I think this is the sort of outfit that you're going to feel good in, but also is obviously very appropriate for the winter. So to finish off this video, I want to talk about those subtle things in your wardrobe that you can reach for all the time that are going to make your outfits feel really elevated. So things that are made simple but that are made beautifully too. This denim shirt from Palome is definitely one of those pieces, and actually surprisingly I didn't have a denim shirt in my wardrobe before this, and I really feel like I've been missing out. Like a lot of Palome's pieces, this is made from premium Italian denim, and it is in this beautiful dark wash, which is very appropriate for the winter months. The tone is really rich, but it also goes with so much in your wardrobes. The shirt itself has got a really clean sort of structured feel to it, but it's also got these beautiful minimal details to it which feel really refined. Again, I've styled it with the temple jeans just to give it that sort of cohesive tonal feel, and also just a lovely double denim look, because I feel like a lot of people are a little bit scared of double denim, but actually this time of year is a great time to wear it. It looks lovely with brown tones. It's just a really practical outfit too. I actually think that this outfit works so well together because the tones of the denim are slightly different. I think it looks really sophisticated, and the fact it's not spot on actually works better than if it was really matchy. Another thing that comes into mind with chic dressing is you want to have the real sort of staples that you always lean to, because there's no point in having loads of sort of standout pieces in your wardrobe that can't mix and match with other pieces, because you're going to find that really hard to create outfits. This is why I always opt for pieces that I know I'm going to reach for over and over again, and these jeans and the denim shirt are definitely two of those pieces. So that is a little insight into how I'm going to be dressing this season, and also how you can style your winter staples. I feel like my biggest focus this winter is definitely on clean lines and soft textures, and also just really high quality fabrics that fall lovely on the body. As I said, a couple of these brands that I've mentioned were new brands for me, and I've been really impressed with them, especially Palome, because they are such a new brand, but they've done everything so well, which is really rare for a new brand, and I just think they have got it spot on, and they deserve to be recognised by so many more people. I hope this video has given you a few ideas of how you can style your winter staples for the upcoming season, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!